This Halloween weekend, a local film group in Winnipeg has a special screening for the city. After getting great reviews at the Festival of Festivals in Toronto and the Atlantic Film Festival in Halifax, the Exquisite Corpse is finally having its hometown premiere. The CBC's Julie Pithers has the story of this unusual collaboration of film talents.
Look!
Well, that looks like a Halloween horror flick, but in fact, The Exquisite Corpse is a difficult film to pigeonhole after looking at just one bit of it. That's because it's done by 11 different filmmakers from Winnipeg. Each segment is joined by a body part. The beginning and end of each film is focusing in on one specific part of the body, and the next filmmaker has to take over from there, giving new meaning to the term toe-to-toe. Brothers came up with the idea of challenging several filmmakers to combine their diverse interpretations into one film with 11 parts. Now, how did this film come into being, and why did you decide to start it off with something like a surrealist game?
Well, you see, Julie, when my brother Pierre and I decided to make a film with 11 filmmakers, I remember reading about a famous game that the Surrealist artists used to play in the 1920s. They would send a piece of paper around, and then they would each draw one body part of this thing, and this was just to explore collective imagination and creativity. So I thought that this could be the basis of a way to get a whole bunch of our comrades at the Winnipeg Film Group together into one film.
And what kind of process did you use to pick the body parts for each one of the films?
Ridiculously enough, we figured that would be the easiest part of making this film, and it turned out to be absurd. 11 people in a room arguing what exactly is a body part, and hair was a big point of contention. Is hair a body part? And it was on the verge of people walking because of hair. Elbow was a tough one too.
Now, how much freedom did each one of the filmmakers have in The Exquisite Corpse once they were given their body part to use?
Well, that's the thing. There was complete and total freedom, so we actually had no idea what people were doing until the final edit, where we spliced everything together. And it could have been just horrendous. It could have been something all similar, all bad, or just cheap looking, but it just happened to have a kind of undefinable flow to it that we're happy with it, and it's not a bad little film that played around Toronto Festival and Atlantic Film Festival and did quite well.
Everybody is genuinely pleased at the product. It was a very chaotic project to make. I mean, one director is usually bad enough, but when you got 11 of them, you're in for trouble. But despite all those things, the final product is, I think, something that's quite unique, quite unusual, and it's something special. And you have here 11 films. They're all different. If there's one you don't like, another one starts 2 minutes later, and I think that it's got everything, including the kitchen sink. Every style of filmmaking, black and white, color, animation, drama, comedy, suspense, experimental, everything you could think of.
Has degrees of creativity in it.
The Winnipeg premiere of The Exquisite Corpse starts tomorrow night and runs until November 5th. For News World, I'm Julie Pithers.